Hello, this is Malorian, and this is going to be covering a 3,000 point game I had with my orcs against some demons. So as usual, my first picture is my two generals. On my side, I have Gandork, my war boss with a magical hat. I had shadow magic this time. And my opponent actually decided she hasn't been having a lot of luck with her greater demons, so she went with no greater demons. And this is her going to be her general here, just a herald of Tzinch. So because of all those points saved, there'll be more characters, more models, but yeah, it should be interesting. Alright, so we got Dawn of War, and the terrain that's on this table here, the big tower there, that's a wizard's tower. My building on my side is just a building. Those are two mysterious woods. From left to right, she has some screamers, then she has a big unit of horrors with her herald, 6 flamers, a big horde of demonettes, and there's a herald in there. Some seekers, and there's a herald in there, a couple of blood crushers and a herald, and then on the right side there's a big horde of the bloodletters, and there's a herald in there. For my side, I have a wolf chariot, I have some wolves, some squig herds, a big unit of 50 night goblins with 2 heroes, a couple of chukkas, got 2 boar chariots there, and inside that building I have a big unit of 50 orcs, another 20 night goblins, or sorry, 50, another 50 night goblins with 2 bosses. Behind them is my bunker of archers with my level 4 shaman, my BSB, and Gandork. And then on this side I had another 50 orcs, some spiders, a chukka. On the hill I have my doom diver and a chukka and 2 other chariots, and I have 2 heroes there because I stupidly didn't put them in units before the battle, so they randomly went over here and we'll have to run over. There's other terrain on this side. That swamp is quicksand, my hill is a normal hill, that little golden statue in front of me is that sinister statue, so it'll be zapping me. And at the top, that temple there is that Temple of Skulls, so that she'll be able to pray to the Chaos Gods and get more powerful. Looking to this game and the way that things laid out, my idea here was that I was going to try and avoid the bloodletters, shoot up the blood crushers. I was pretty sure my horde of orcs could take on the seekers. I would kind of team up on the demonettes, with all my units. I thought I could overpower them, and then for the horrors on the other side, just kind of rush them with my squig herds and things like that. So really, it's just avoiding the right side or shooting it down while I just smash the left side. Alright, so she gets first turn, moves up a little tentatively. I guess not that tentatively. I mean, as far as the demonettes could go, but I mean, it's not like she's going to be throwing the seekers right in my face. The flamers are holding back because she's kind of worried about the chariots, and those screamers on the left side. I was kind of thought that was interesting placement, but I was wondering if what she was trying to do is draw my forces away so that they wouldn't be flanking the demonettes. And behind it, you can't really see it, but those horrors are trying to get towards the wizard's tower. And on this side, they're just moving up. It turns out that wood over here is a wild wood and does a wound to one of the crushers, and the other one on the other side is giving her poisoned attacks and whatever, but or regen, something like that. But it never did anything. So, yeah, all that's really mattering is that sinister statue is going to be zapping me every single turn. My turn 1, I charged those screamers on the left side and I wiped them out. Otherwise, I just move up my chariot in line so that my other unit of orcs can come out. And yeah, it's really just kind of holding. I have no reason to rush into combat here. And on this side, my orcs and chariots move back. My shooting kills one of the blood crushers, and my magic gets pretty much shut down because of her using her scroll, demonic power. Demons turn 2, the horrors go into the building, the flamers go off behind. The demonettes went and charged in those 2 units at once, and then the seekers and bloodletters are kind of moving up to fight next time. In that combat there, I netted them. Of course I held because I was steadfast. I thought my heroes here could actually kill off her herald, but even though I put a few wounds on her, she rolled all the ward saves, so it's still safe there. And the shooting from flamers just kills a bunch of night goblins. Another thing I can note for this side of the board is that the herald that's on foot got +2 initiative, and now the other herald is kind of on there to get the bonus as well, while they're also trying to get cover from their unit. And I should almost not even say anything for magic for both of our sides, because pretty much for most of the game I got almost nothing, and then even though she get a lot of dice with all my magic defense, I shut it down. So magic really played a very little part in this game. Orcs turn 2, chariot slam into flamers, kill off half of them, while I go and I flank that demon unit. With all this, I was able to kill a lot off, but not enough. I was able to kill the herald, so that's good. And my squig herd, they went and attacked the horrors in the building. Turns out the squig herd is just perfect for attacking buildings, because you get 10 squigs with, weapon skill 4, 2 strength 5 attacks. They are really ripping up those horrors, so I think them by themselves are going to be able to bring that unit down. And this side of the board, I'm just stalling still. And with my shooting, I killed the other blood crusher, and I almost killed the herald. I only did 1 wound, but yeah, just basically holding back here. Alright, so Demon's turn 3, this was kind of interesting. The Seekers charged my Orcs, now something I was waiting for. But then the Bloodletters here, first they charged my Chukka that was up there, I fled, got away. Then she passed her leadership and ran far enough to run through the quicksand and join this combat. So that means this combat is going to be extremely deadly, but one of the things that was kind of funny is that she ran through the quicksand, had to take dangerous terrain tests on so many guys. But after all that, only one of them died, just because of the way she rolled, and rolled well for the ward save, so shucks, but there you go. Looks like I'm going to be in some trouble on this side. In combat, the flamers kill one of my chariots, and then with the overrun, they hit into the flank of this Orcs here in combat. And then after all is said and done, this is what it looks like here. I'm still fighting those demonettes, trying to grind them down, but it's taken a while. And on that other side, I was really lucky. He killed a good amount of my guys, but luckily I was just had enough to keep one more rank and kill just enough of him to take off his, so I stayed steadfast. So I'm holding off for now, but I gotta finish off these demonettes and flamers fast, or else they're gonna turn around and flank me, and this is gonna get nasty really fast. And only thing to say from this side is that Herald on the Juggernaut got +2 strength and then started heading over to this side. Orcs turn 3, my herd is continuing to smash on those horrors, and they're really down now. Hit the flamers on the side of the chariot, kill a good amount, and still not enough. They're still holding out. I pulled all my characters across to save them in case something bad happened, and it did. Of course, those Orcs were slaughtered, ran down by the Seekers, and then the blood letters reformed to just to kind of face me. So yeah, I gotta deal with these demonettes this next turn, or else I'm in trouble. And from this side, I'm trying to threaten the Bloodletter's rear with those 2 chariots, but it's really not that much of a danger. Demon's turn 4. The Bloodletters try and charge into the flank, but they failed their distance. The one Herald charged in, but I was able to kill the Herald with my regular Orcs. Killed enough of the demonettes so that they exactly all died with the combat res, and now this is just a lifesaver. Now that one Night Goblin unit has reformed to see the flank of the Seekers that came back on, and then the other one's just going to be there to hold up the Bloodletters for the last turn before, I just hold off for a win. And again, here's just another fast picture from the other side for no reason. Demon's turn 4. My turn 4, the herd charges into the tower, and now the horrors in that herald are completely wiped out. And then on this side, I charged into those Seekers, like I said, wiped out everything but the herald after the instability, and yeah, at this point she just conceded, because I now had the majority of my army versus one herald that was in combat and some bloodletters, so there's no point to go on. Victory to the Orcs. I think things mainly went to plan there. I really don't think I played those bloodletters right. I could have redirected them more with the chariots, so I wouldn't have to even take any chances of them doing a far charge. I don't know. It seems every time I try to ignoring one side, they get into combat anyway, so maybe it's a tactic that's not worth trying. Otherwise, though, I'm still loving this list, still loving that Wizard's Hat. Didn't really have much of an effect, except for him having a miscast and losing his magic levels anyway, but it's still a blast to play, so thanks for watching, and my next battle is going to be a 6,000 point battle with my Lizardmen versus some Dark Elves. So it should be a big blast, and hope to see you there. Bye.